or computer, your mobile device, just head on over to SuperTalk TV. And I believe that you would believe that taking care of our neighbors is always a good thing. And this season, SuperTalk and Mississippi State Medical Association, along with the Mississippi Food Network, are partnering to help find food for those who need it this holiday season. Joining us in the studio is Dr. Jennifer Bryan. She's with the Mississippi State Medical Association. And by phone, we got Dr. Charles Beady. He's the CEO of the Mississippi Food Network and here to tell us a little bit more. So welcome, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Beady, for joining us today.
I am happy to have this opportunity.
Well,
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely, and you know all about helping to try to feed Mississippians, not just during the holiday season, but year long. So how did the Food Network, Dr. Beady, and the Mississippi State Medical Association find its way in partnership for this food drive?
Well, we got a call recently from the Mississippi State Medical Association expressing an interest in helping us raise some foods to distribute to the folks in the state who need it, who are hungry this year.
Well, sounds like a good thing. So, Dr. Bryan, you guys must have reached out or recognized that there would be a need. When did you start getting on your radar at the Medical Association that maybe this could be something that Mississippians could use this time of year?
Absolutely. Thank you for that. No, it came really, we meet annually in August with our physicians from around the state and to discuss policy and how to make things better. And this came through our House of Delegates about the issue with food insecurity in our state. It's a real problem. 1 in 6 Mississippians, struggles with hunger. And sometimes it's hard for some of us to kind of think about that, but we see it in our clinics and we see the struggles that families are having, that patients are having with access to food, and it really is an issue. And so a resolution came through to help address this. And we had done some previous work in the area through COVID and with Commissioner Gibson over at the Department of Agriculture, and just, how do we get, particularly in rural areas, but how do we get access to food? And so the Food Network has been a great partner. We had friends at Ergon, Atmos Energy, and of course SuperTalk, who said, this is a great idea, and we're just really excited. It's taken off and gaining steam, and we hope more people will join and help meet the need during the holiday season.
Dr. Beady, food insecurity is something you guys work to fight every single day at the Mississippi Food Network. And it's no news to you, but when you hear someone say maybe it's, people don't recognize that so many neighbors and loved ones may be living food insecure. What are you guys seeing at the Food Network? What are those numbers in terms of Mississippi?
Well, as the doctor just pointed out, a lot of Mississippians are going hungry. Mississippi is the hungriest state in the nation. Every night in our great state, over 600,000 people go to bed either hungry or not knowing how or when they're going to get their next meal. So we're just elated to be able to partner now with the Mississippi State Medical Association. I think the association has already raised $10,000. We got money coming from Atmos Energy. We got money coming from Ergon Energy. And at this time of the year, that's good news for us to be able to get food to the people who need it.
And the people who need it, Dr. Bryan, as you mentioned, are your patients, which are probably someone listening to Good Things or maybe one of their loved ones. How does food insecurity impact a person's ability to stay in front of their chronic illnesses, prevent them, manage them, or just overall no offense, but stay out of your office?
Right. No. That's the way we want it, right? We want to manage people to be healthy. Access to nutritious food is difficult. There are some who have access to minimal food at all, but then access to nutritious food is an entirely different conversation. It's expensive to eat that way, and we know that processed foods lead to adverse health outcomes. And we talk about eating simple and unprocessed foods, fruits and vegetables, your meat and dairy products and those type things. But not everybody has the same access, and so unfortunately, we see increased cancer rates, we see heart disease, we see diabetes. There are so many things our state is number one at, and this is something that, healthy food access can hit a lot of those health outcomes that we're dealing with as well. We really can do better. The Mississippi Food Network is such an excellent partner. They're able to deal in bulk, of course. So $1 feeds 6 people. When you talk about $10,000, you're talking about 60,000 Mississippians. Our goal is 20,000. to feed 120,000 Mississippians through the holiday season. And so I think that's the ask is, every dollar that someone donates, one of your listeners who enjoys good things and wants to do good things, every dollar will be matched up to $10,000 to make it go even farther. And if you do the math, if you give $10, you fed 60 people. So if you're looking for a high impact way to donate during the holiday season to help your neighbors across the state, this is the way to do it. And we just ask that you guys support. There's a link that's open now. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get too ahead in the conversation, but it's on the SuperTalk website. It's also at MSMAonline.com. And there's a link there that you can donate. It is tax deductible. And we're just asking, let's just help our neighbors in need. And then tomorrow we're having kind of an all-day broadcast, or most of the day broadcast with Super Talks. We'll be live on site to stuff the truck with non-perishable food items on I-55 North in Jackson. So you can come see us in person too. But if you want to get online today and give, we certainly would appreciate it.
And Dr. Beady, when we talk about giving to the Mississippi Food Network or giving in partnership with the Medical Association and what they're doing, you guys are geared up to help spread those dollars across the state. Oftentimes we think that if the truck is just here centrally located, it means that it may stay here, which would be great in and of itself. But your network is all, I don't know if it covers the entire state, but pretty much like 75% of the state. So how much does Mississippi Food Network cover, Dr. Beady, in terms of its network of food banks and places that get your food?
Well, you're probably aware we are the only Feeding America affiliated food bank physically located in the state of Mississippi, and our service area covers about 38,000 square miles. We have 430-some agencies in that service area through which we distribute the food to the people who need it.
So it's not just one little spot in the state. It's the whole state. And sadly, it's the whole state that's sort of suffering with this food insecurity. And Dr. Bryan, you've got doctors statewide that are just hoping, you look at it as maybe like food is medicine. Some people like to think about that. And you really are writing a prescription for that whenever you choose to donate or to get involved in this food drive.
Well, absolutely. And I think that's another part of this. Just a little background on the association. The association's over 150 years old, and it is the largest physician body in the state of Mississippi, and we represent approximately 5,000 physicians, medical students, and residents. And sometimes, we're doing the one-on-one impact in the exam room, but this is a way for the doctors to give back to the state too, and really to engage our public that, it's more than just writing a pill for your blood pressure. It's all of it, and some of us do have better access than others, and we wanted to use our platform and our relationships with corporate Mississippi, with our friends there, with you guys, with the Food Network, really to elevate this conversation that this is what we should be doing for our neighbors, and we're happy to be here and to kind of promote the message during this time.
So tomorrow's going to be a fun and exciting day. So it's Friday the 13th. That's going to bring us good luck, though, Dr. Bryan. It's going to bring us some good luck. And from 9 to 6 p.m., for those that are in the area, Kroger on I-55 Jackson, what kind of non-perishable items are we talking about? Anything that's not going to go bad if it's not in the refrigerator?
I may throw that to Dr. Beady if I could. Yeah. I know they know what they want on the non-perishables.
If someone's making their grocery list, Dr. Beady, what you want them to put on it?
Absolutely. One of the things we're always interested in is canned meats. Anything that's shelf stable that doesn't spoil right away, we're definitely interested in.
Canned meats, I would say, too. You probably think about peanut butter. That's like tuna. Anything that's like beans or things that can be made into larger sort of meals are also really good this time of year. Think about like helping to have it spread sort of further that way. People are looking for that when it comes to their shelf-stable items. So definitely, though, your chickens and your tunas and all the things that sort of go in there. I don't know about sardines. I'm sure somebody out there like them. It wouldn't be first on my list, Dr. Bryan. But if someone's like, you know what, I wanted to get a part of what you guys are doing, but again, maybe not living in the area, but they can help financially, the link's on Mississippi State Medical Association's page.
MSMAonline.com.
And then it's also on SuperTalk.fm. And Dr. Beady, from y'all's perspective, y'all are doing this all year long. So if people want more information on the Food Network, where do they go to get that?
Go to www.msfoodnet.org, and you should be able to find any information you're looking for relative to what we need, how we do what we do and how to make contributions.
All righty. Well, I appreciate you both. We're looking for good weather, and we're going to stuff that truck tomorrow, aren't we,
And
Dr. Bryan?
every dollar is to the Food Network, so please give cheerfully during this holiday season, and we so appreciate the support.
All righty. You guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.